What's going on, guys? CardMechanic here, and today I'm going to be teaching you one of my favorite things, how to use and make a marked deck. Let's do it. Okay, so a marked deck is one of my favorite things to have on me at almost all times because it's so awesome. It really helps you prevent, any failures that you may have. It just provides like a backup, a safety net. If you don't know what the spectator's card is, you need to immediately find it. It really works with reading the spectator's mind. There's just so many uses of having a marked deck. Okay, so let me just show you how it works. So let's say we have a card selected by a spectator. They pick out this card, and before I even flip it up so anyone can see it, I'm telling you right now it's the Queen of Clubs, and there it is, the Queen of Clubs. Now, every time that I have used a marked deck, I have actually never been caught. It seems very straightforward once you know how to read marked cards that a deck is marked. But if you do not know how to read marked cards, it's actually so easy to pull off. So let me show you another example. Let's just say we stop here. So I'm going to tell you right now, this is the 3 of clubs. And there is 3 of clubs. Let's see what else we got. This is the 5 of spades. So I mean, you can pretty much go crazy. This is 2 of hearts. Just go crazy with reading people's minds, cards. So it's just really cool. I just think it's amazing to have it all the time. So let's get into how to make the marked cards using just a plain bicycle deck. And then I'll show you one quick trick that you can do. Okay, now of course, in order to do this, you need some bicycle cards. I recommend red bicycle cards and a red Sharpie. Okay, now I recommend using this because this is what I'm using. If you don't use this, then it'd be a different system. So definitely red bicycle cards and red Sharpie. Now I'll put some images up on the screen here. So as you can see, I have this wheel right here, and you can see that it's on the top left hand corner of the card. Now the wheel is going to represent the values from ace to king. So as you can see, the blank wheel represents the ace, then we go to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king. Okay, so hopefully you saw the highlighted values on the screen. So that's how ace through king are labeled. And if you look on the side of that, we have spades, hearts, clubs, and then diamonds. And the way I remember that is the spade goes onto the first one because it has 1 point. The heart has 2 humps, so it goes onto the second one. The club has 3 humps, so it's the third one. And the diamond has 4 corners, so it goes on the 4th one. Okay, so hopefully that's an easy enough system for you to remember. And yeah, so we should be done with the images by now. And now actually, labeling these cards, you want to label them on both sides. This side, the top left-hand side, and the bottom right-hand side. This way, when you look at the cards, you can see it here, and you can see it here. Now, as you can see, I have labeled most of the deck. I, left some out just so I can do it live in video. So, let me do one card to show you real quick. And I think the easiest way to do this, it actually takes a while to actually do it correctly and, not have too many mistakes made. So the way I do it, I organize from ace to king, as you can see. Organize from ace to king, and then I start labeling as we go along. Now, of course, this has, And also what I do is I start with one side, do one side first, then I flip it over and do the rest of the sides. And do the rest of the sides. So for now, what I have one side done, so you can see, hopefully, I don't know how well you can see that, but this is the ace, so you can see the diamond part filled in, and this is a 2. You can see the wheel, the 2 filled in on the wheel. Okay, so let me just do a couple for you right now. Of course, the ace is just the diamond, so let me fill that in. And now we'll do the 2. Okay, now just to show you again real quick. Currently, You can see the wheel is blank. Right here, the wheel is blank. I color that right in there. This is a 3 value card, and I fill in the diamond as well. Okay, so now you should be able to see there's a 3, and the diamond is also filled in. Alright, so let me just go through this real quick. And the last card, the king, and we are good. Now I'm just going to leave these out a bit to dry. Make sure you don't just immediately start using the cards, otherwise the Sharpie might start smearing onto the cards, and that would really suck because then you just see random smears of red everywhere, and you definitely do not want that. So now that the deck is marked and dried, so we don't start smearing things, the most basic trick that you can do is have a spectator select a card and then put that card back in the deck and find it in the deck. Now, although this is a very basic and simple trick, it is extremely effective because you can practically have the spectator pick out the card, and while they're looking at the card, just take a quick glance at the back of the card. So in this case, it's the Queen of Clubs. Take a quick glance while they're looking at it, and then you can turn around, you can close your eyes, look away, and have them put it anywhere into the deck, right? Hand over the deck to them, have them shuffle the deck, and this way they're completely satisfied. They know their card is lost somewhere in the deck, and they know that without a doubt that you have not seen the card, because when you're looking at it, either you were looking, when they pick the card out, either you could be looking away and then put it back. So the way I generally do it is I have them pick a card. I look away while they're picking a card. They take a look at the card. I usually tell me where to stop. They stop there. I have them put the card there, and while they're putting the card there, I quickly look at where they're putting the card. The only reason I'm looking here is because so I can read the label. This is the 10 of spades. So I quickly look, and then I look towards spectator. I close that in there, give it a few cuts, hand it to the spectator, let them shuffle it up. Okay, now once the card is in there, now we know, of course, the card is the 10 of spades. The spectator knows the card is the 10 of spades, but the spectator does not know that we know that the card is the 10 of spades. And now I think one of the most effective ways to actually do this is to eliminate the cards right in front of the spectator. So you go through the deck, and you'll be like, I feel the card is in this half, or it's in this half. And in this case, it happens to be in this half. So you get rid of half the deck immediately. And then I like to spread out the cards and go something like this, and just pretend that I'm reading the spectator's reaction. So I'm reading. Oh, it feels stronger on this side. So let me just get rid of all these cards. Again, we know the spectator's card is the 10 of spades. And then, I pretty much just start improvising at one point. And as you can see, most of these cards are black, so I highly doubt your card is going to be red. So I'll get rid of the red cards. And then the closer you start getting to their card, the more they're going to be like, what? How is that possible? And as you can see, we have 3 clubs and 4 spades. I doubt your card is going to be a club. So now we're left with these 4 possibilities. And you see how we're getting, thinner and thinner in cards, and their card is still there. And once in a while, I also like to shuffle it up, put the cards down. And the best card is we know where the card is at all times. This way, when they're, when I tell the spectator to select a card at random, we'll know which one of these is their card. And you can even have the spectator take it, shuffle it up. And at this point, what I like to do is I like to do like a bit of, I tell the spectator, I know you have a connection with your card now because you know what it is. You've said it in your head several times. And then I start doing this, and I see which card I have, the most pull towards, right? The most pull towards, not really. But yeah, then I do that, and usually from here, I'm like, okay, this is your card, or I have them select a card at random first, and then I completely ignore that. And then I'm like, okay, so I feel like this may be your card right here. And of course I can read the back, so it's all good. get rid of these cards and then eventually show them there's their card, the 10 of spades. And this trick absolutely blows their mind no matter how many times I do it, because for some reason it does not even come into their mind that the deck is marked. And the people that it does come into their mind, if you give them one card to look at, so if they ask, oh, the deck's marked, and they ask for, a card to look at, give them an ace. And I recommend the ace of diamonds or the ace of spades. Actually, I think the ace of spades would probably be better. Where's the ace of spades? Did I lose the ace of spades? What happened? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I give them the ace of spades. And the reason why is because all the wheels are uncolored. And the only thing that's colored on this corner here is the last one that's right there. And since that's the only one that's colored, they might just think that's just how the card is. And they're not really sure what they're even looking at. So until they really compare two cards to see the differences, or they start riffling through the cards like this while looking on the corner, or like this while looking at the corner, they're really not going to see any difference at all. And that is the marked deck. So that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out my social media links down in the description below for all my status updates, and I will see you in my next video. Welcome to the end screen. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe, because subscribing is good. Thanks for watching.